Take advantage of the opportunity presented to me. Like I said before, pretty confident in things I do on the floor when I get the opportunity to do so. Obviously, being a backup, considering one of myself as one of the better backups in the league. Whenever my number is called, just ready to fulfill those shoes. This is a team that has high expectations, but it's also a new team, and everybody's trying to create their niche. And I think I've chipped away for the last couple of years, creating my niche on every team, or just trying to find my way. So I find it.
Hey Kyle.
Hey.
Serena, NBC Sports Philadelphia. From the little bit that we've seen, it seems like you have already started to feel very comfortable around these parts, whether it's asking guys questions or whatever it is. Can you talk to us a little bit about the summer, being here in the gym, meeting some of the guys, the relationships that you've built?
Some of the guys I already knew, so that was like a kickstart. Knowing Tobias, being from New York, playing with Trey for a couple of years. Mike Scott's from where I went to college. Spending some summers with him, and I mean, after being in the league, this long, it starts to become a very small group of guys. Some of the coaches, you see these coaches at pre-draft camp. When you were coming out in college, they're yelling at you a different way than they talk to you now. You heard? So, just getting acclimated with the city, acclimated with the people that work here. It's a good organization, as you can tell. Everybody's excited to be here. You guys look excited to be here, or some of you do. And I think that, just rolling with that, rolling with the energy. The energy's pumped, and, I'm kind of, just being myself.
Kyle, what about the opportunity? It seems like you're going to get an opportunity for a lot of minutes, whether Joel, gets less in games or whether Al goes. How about your thoughts on that and your expectations on what you could do to help the team in the minutes that you could play?
What was your question? You said a lot.
Yeah. Just what do you think about your contribution? How many minutes you can play? How you can help this?
Like I said, just contributing when I'm on the floor. Just being that teammate that guys want to play with. Whether it's setting screens, getting guys open, throwing that pass that to get somebody going. That's a good feeling in the role that I play, that I'm comfortable playing with. I'm not a part of the group of guys that say who's resting and who's sitting and stuff like that. I don't have to worry about that, so that's good. And just being ready is what I get called to do. So I think that I can do that. And obviously, that went into the summer decision coming here with the expectations of there'd be some opportunities, but some minutes had to be filled, and I think that's why I got the call and I called back.
Hey, John.
Hey.
Eric from CBSPhilly.com. Everyone's been talking about defense today. Playing behind Joe and Al, especially the front court, what do you think the expectation is for you guys defensively?
So I'm behind Joe and Al.
I mean, you can go alongside of them, actually.
Oh, I thought you were creating a depth chart.
No, yeah, I'm not. That's not my job.
Right.
I'll play alongside this guy. What's going to be like defensively?
No, I mean, defense is something that we have to do. We're just so big, so long. I mean, when we played pickup the other day, it was just, the paint was just, clogged. Even with the 3 seconds, we just have so much length, and I think that if you don't play defense with that kind of length, it's kind of, I don't want to say embarrassing, but it'll be like, what we're doing out there. We're just such a big team, and I think guys really want to play defense because, guys really want to play offense. So being this big, being a defensive-minded team, I can see how it goes hand in hand, and just keeping that energy going when I'm out there, being a voice behind some of the younger guards, just talking them through each possession. It was done for me, so playing with a guy like Zaire Smith, I feel like I can help him out in that area, and even other guys like Matisse and all that.
Kyle, you seem to have a lot of fun and relate to the fans. What do you plan for keeping it light in the locker room, and also as you hit the bar mitzvah season in Philadelphia?
Well, in the locker room, it's a little less laughs. We don't talk about bar mitzvahs and things like that, keeping it light. It's a point where you have to get serious. This is a job, but being somebody that can keep it level, not get too high, not get too low. I kind of like to say I can do that. And as far as the bar mitzvahs, they're going good. The Jewish community is, they're my friends. I like them and I respect what they do, and I think that it's been a tremendous opportunity, and it's really fun. Just being a part of this bar mitzvah stuff is really big for the kids and the families, and for me to be invited is cool. You Jewish?
Yes.
Okay, I see why you asked the question. If you got any kids, I'll You know what I mean? We do those.
Kyle back here,
Yeah.
Christina from UC Sports Center. How you doing? Last season was the backup five position was such an important part, something that Brett Brown was juggling around. You said you felt like you were one of the best backup centers in the league. For people who want to know what you bring to the table, whether that's rim protection, wrapping boards, can you articulate that for the fans?
Just being a part of that, you know, that second unit run, you know, when the second unit goes in, you have a responsibility, and it's to hold it down for the first unit. I mean, you know, everybody wants to be that guy, everybody wants to be the superstar, but, you know, just getting that message across to that second unit, I think is the first part, because, you know, how good does it feel when you get on a run and your starters come in and say, good looking, fellas. You make their job a little easier, so it goes a long way. And I think that I've had an opportunity to do that, you know, getting in some runs and, you know, teams saying, you know, teams just kind of like, you know, don't let Kyle get going, you know, stuff like that, because you can affect the game in many different ways, whether it's a saving out of bounds. I mean, you know the game, you know, it doesn't always show up in the stat sheet. And I think that in that second unit, something that I've been a part of my whole career. I don't run from it. You know, but those younger guys, you know, they may be working towards being a starter one day, but right now we have to worry about what the task at hand, and that second unit is very key, especially with a group of guys that, you know, can really win games. I mean, you got 2 all-stars in the starting unit, with potentially 3, 4 sometimes you could say. So I think I really just embrace that role, and I wear it on my chest, and I really, really get the second unit going. You know.
How much did last season motivate you though? In Orlando and in New York, you established yourself as a great guy coming off the bench, and then
Last year was tough, you know. Not only for myself, it was tough for my family. I think they ran out of words to kind of try to encourage me at some points being out there. You know, Indiana was a great situation, you know, for the people out there, you know, but it is what it is now, you know, but after talking to some of the veterans that you trust, you know, they always said you will embrace the next role even more. You know, just go through this little tough time, which was tough. But, you know, Darren Collison is no longer in the NBA as a retired vet. You know, you listen to guys like that because, you know, everybody's career is, you know, up and down. You know, everybody can't be at the top the whole time. So, you know, I embrace that role. I went in professional every day, and those guys, I'm sure, could say the same thing, but I think that's why I'm just so happy to be here, you know.
Hey, what's up, Kyle back here. So you, Mike, and Al are some of the veteran leaders on the team.
Okay.
Describe how vital it is to have guys like you, especially you guys making the deep playoff run and embarking on a championship run as well.
Before you even get to the playoff run and the championship run, you know, there's some things that you got to lay out early on. You know, helping the guys out with the travel routine. I know we like to talk about the ultimate goal, but there's a long season. You know, you got to get the All-Star break first. You got to be healthy. You know, so having good vets like, you know, I was blessed to have JJ as a veteran out in Orlando, and some of his teachings I still go by to today. So, and that was a non-playoff team. So there was like a lot of things that went before that, you know, but just setting that groundwork, getting guys ready for that push, because I heard Golden up here before talking about the attention to detail. That's how tight it is in the playoffs. The game is slower, and guys know what we want to do. Guys know what guys want to do, but it's about who does it every time. And at the end of the day, you know, the score is in your favor. So, you know, just being a voice, not letting anything slide by. You know, just being that guy that says something, but also earning that respect from the young guys that they want to learn from you. And I think that, you know, when JJ spoke, when Jameer Nelson spoke, you know, you just listen, you know, because you knew that they want to help you for your career.
Two more questions.
Kyle here in the back, Anthony Gilbert, NBA.com. You played at Norfolk State University,
Okay.
an HBCU.
Yes, sir.
Scott Perry gave you the opportunity in Orlando. You know, why is it so hard, in your opinion, for guys to come from the HBCU into the NBA?
I mean, the level of competition is not as high as, you know, the ACC or the SEC. I mean, the physicality, the athleticism, you know, due to whatever it is, funds, recruiting, you know, the schools are just, you know, much smaller. But I think that in my situation, it's just a good feeling when you got that many HBCUs and that tight-knit group following you. You know, every HBCU, you know, always shows love, whatever city I'm in. You know, I'm on the good side of it, but, you know, there's a lot of good basketball in HBCUs, and obviously, you know, Scott Perry gave me an opportunity to play in the NBA, and he saw what I brought to the table, and it's just a tough thing, you know. I could go all day about it, but, you know, the big schools, they kind of like bully the little schools sometimes.
Talent, and
you have the talent, then you can play anywhere.
Yeah, and that's what the NBA has turned into now. You know, with the amount of media going on, you know, there's no way that you can hide talent. You know, when I was a freshman in college, you just had to read it on Draft Express. So I was trusting one of you guys to write something good about me. You know, oh, Kyle O'Quinn has some upside. You know what I mean? And you look at who's behind the computers, like, do you have upside? You know what I mean? So, you know, with media, you know, it's tough. You know, but you know, just getting that media exposure. You know, but the way the world is now, you got the C.J. McCollums out there, you got the Damian Lillards, you got myself. You know, you got Robert Covington. You know, kind of breaking through a little bit, and you know, hopefully it just gets better and better. You know, you guys write some good stuff about the HBCUs and smaller universities. There's some D2 players out there too, man. They're good. Write some good stuff.
Final question.
Kyle Warren with the Sixers. Having worked with Tobias before, have you seen him grow at all, and what do you admire most about his game and how he is in the locker room now that you guys are reunited?
I just like how he approaches work every day. You know, I'm older than Tobias, but he's been in the league a little longer. So I kind of look to him for advice sometimes because he's just been in that professional setting a little bit longer than I have. You know, he approaches work like work, and there's a time and a place for everything. Conversations are very serious when we're at work. Sometimes off the court, conversations are very serious, but he also lightens it up, you know, over a nice dinner and whatnot. But he's a true professional, and his family and my family are close, and friend to the family, and I'm glad to have him in my phone. I can text him.
Thank you.
All right.